Welcome to Courtney's Total Body Workout with Dumbbells. This workout is for beginners, but is effective for any fitness level. Just adjust the size of the weights to make it more challenging if necessary. Dumbbells can transform your entire body if used correctly. You can speed up weight loss while toning up and building muscle. They're also very portable, which means you can take them anywhere and use them anytime. Get ready to sculpt your body from head to toe. Make sure you have plenty of water handy to stay hydrated, and let's get started. We're going to begin with squat and row. Stand with your feet wider than shoulder width and your toes pointing forward. Hold the weights at waist level with your palms facing each other. Inhale and squat until your thighs are parallel to the ground. Make sure your knees don't jut past your toes. At the same time, fully extend your arms in front of you and make sure you keep the weights about shoulder width apart. Pause briefly, exhale, push off with your heels, and then return to the starting position. 3, 2, 1. Begin. Do 15 reps. You're working your chest, glutes, quads, and shoulders. Now let's do forward lunge with frontal raise. Stand with your feet hip-width apart and hold the dumbbells with your arms at your sides and your palms facing back. Inhale and lunge forward, making a 90-degree angle with your thigh and calves. Then simultaneously raise the weights above your head so that your arms, torso, and back thigh are in a straight line. Pause briefly, exhale, push off with your heels, and then return to the starting position. 3, 2, 1, begin. Do 15 reps on each side. You're working your glutes, quads, and shoulders. Now let's do crunch and leg extension. Lie on your back and crunch up slightly so that your head and shoulders are off the mat. Bend your knees and keep your feet together and off the ground. Hold the dumbbells with your palms facing each other and above your chest, with your elbows bent. Inhale and fully extend your legs and arms to make a V shape. Pause briefly, exhale, and crunch back to the starting position. 3, 2, 1, begin. Do 15 reps. You're working your abs, core, quads, and shoulders. Next, we're going to do reverse lunge into shoulder press. Stand with your feet together and hold the weights at your sides with your palms facing each other. Inhale and lunge back, then exhale and immediately push off, curling the weights up to your shoulders. Then raise your arms above your head and bring your knee up until your thigh is parallel to the ground. 3, 2, 1, begin. Do 15 reps on each side. You're working your glutes, hip flexors, quads, and shoulders. Now we're going to do curl and pec fly. Take a wide stance with your toes pointing out and squat down. Hold the position. Hold the weights with your arms extended out, parallel to your thighs, and your palms facing forward. Tighten up your entire body, squeeze your pecs, keep your elbows locked, and bring the weights together in front of you at shoulder level. Pause briefly, return to the starting position, then curl the weights toward your chest. 3, 2, 1, begin. Pause again briefly and return to the starting position. Breathe evenly throughout. Do 15 pec flies and 15 curls. You're working your abs, core, arms, biceps, legs, and shoulders. Next, we're going to do iso squat with trunk rotation and arm extension. Stand with your feet wider than shoulder width and hold the weights with your arms extended at your sides and your palms facing each other. Inhale, twist your body to one side, and simultaneously raise your arms out to shoulder level. At the same time, bend your knees to do a mini squat. Pause briefly, exhale, and then return to the starting position. Then alternate to the other side. 3, 2, 1, begin. Do 15 reps on each side. You're working your abs, core, glutes, obliques, quads, and shoulders. Now we're going to do abs bicycle. Lie on your back with your knees bent at 90 degrees and lifted off the ground. Hold the weights next to your head with your elbows bent and your palms facing each other. Crunch up slightly so that your head and shoulders are off the ground. Tighten up your core and alternate moving from side to side in a bicycle motion, each elbow to the opposite knee. 3, 2, 1, begin. Breathe evenly throughout the exercise and keep your core engaged. Do 15 reps on each side. You're working your abs, core, legs, arms, and obliques. Next, let's get ready for a forward lunge with chest press. Stand with your feet hip-width apart and hold the weights with your arms extended at your sides and your palms facing each other. Inhale, tighten up your entire body, and lunge forward, bringing your knees to a 90-degree angle. Simultaneously press the weights forward, fully extending your arms in front of your chest. Pause briefly, exhale, and push off with your heel to the starting position. 3, 2, 1, begin. Alternate 15 reps on each side. You're working your chest, glutes, and quads. Next, we're going to do isoflex with side bend. Stand with your feet wider than shoulder width apart. Squat down and hold that position. Hold the dumbbells with your elbows bent at shoulder level and your palms facing forward. Inhale, tighten up your entire body, hold your arm position, and bend side to side from the waist until your elbow touches your thigh. Keep your core engaged and the weight still throughout. 3, 2, 1, begin. Alternate 15 reps on each side. You're working your abs, core, obliques, and shoulders. Way to finish circuit number 1. Good job. Let's ramp things up with circuit number 2. First, let's get ready. Circuit number 2 is geared to rev up workout intensity, so listen for cues and instructions to make it do so. It's important to have the right tools, so keep a series of dumbbells of different weights near to change load intensity. Let's begin with squat and row. Start in a standing position with your feet shoulder width apart. Hold the dumbbells next to your chest. Squat low and extend your arms away from your body at chest level in unison. Now, stand up and row the dumbbells back next to your chest so that your body ends up in the starting position. Now let's intensify. Grab a heavier weight if you can. Keep the body sequence the same, except jump as you row your arms back to your chest. Try it. As you jump off the ground, instead of just ending in a standing position, you're creating a plyometric movement resulting in a greater amount of muscle recruitment. This power movement will force your hamstrings, quads, and glutes to fire and sculpt even more, while your upper back, shoulders, and arms sculpt as they extend and row. Now let's do forward lunge with frontal raise. Start standing in a narrow foot stance position. Hold the dumbbells at your side. Step into a forward lunge, and as the foot lands softly, raise your arms straight, ending with the dumbbells overhead in a deep lunge position. Then, press the lunging foot back to the standing position as you lower your arms to your side in unison. Now, repeat the movement with the opposite leg. Keep your back in neutral position throughout. Now let's rev things up a little bit. As you press your lunging foot back to the standing position, do so without putting your foot on the floor. Try it. As your body is having to stabilize on only one foot before putting it down, your entire body is recruiting more muscles all the way through your foot to the tip of your hands to stay upright. Great job! Let's get on the floor for crunch and leg extension. Start by laying on your back with the dumbbells in hand. Bend your elbows and knees at 90-degree angles. Now, extend your legs away from your torso, and then tuck them back towards your torso as your elbows crunch to meet your knees. Extend your legs back out as you rock your elbows away in unison and repeat the crunching abdominal movement. Keep your back flat against the ground the whole time. Now let's make this movement more intense. Instead of having your legs and arms at 90-degree angles, straighten them. Try it. In this version, instead of tucking your elbows toward your knees, let's crunch your abdominals by keeping your arms and legs straight. Lift your fingertips and toes in unison to meet in the middle above your belly button. Intense. Great job. Let's keep that metabolism revved up. Let's get in position for reverse lunge into shoulder press. Start in a closed stance standing position with the dumbbells at your side. Lunge backwards and take a deep knee bend. As you keep your chest and face up, press the lunging leg forward and curl the dumbbells to your shoulders to a single leg stance. From the single leg stance, raise your knee to hip level as you press the dumbbells overhead. Without putting your foot down, lower the dumbbells to your shoulders and lunge the same leg backwards to repeat the movement. Let's do the intense version. Keeping the movement exactly the same, simply jump off the ground as you press the dumbbells overhead. Looking good. Amazing job. Looking good so far. Let's keep burning fat and building muscle with curl and pec fly. Start with a wide foot stance in a shallow squat position, with the dumbbells in hand and to your side with your back in neutral position. As you hold the shallow squat position, curl the dumbbells to your shoulders, then return them to the starting straight position. Now, as you keep your arms straight, bring the dumbbells together in front of your chest to touch, then return your straight arms to the starting position. Continue alternating the dumbbells, curl and pec fly without arching or hunching your back. Let's intensify this movement. As you continue to follow the same sequence with your upper body, this time, with your lower body, jump your feet laterally in and out in between every curl and pec fly. Curl, jump, pec fly. Keep it going. Let's not waste any time. Quick transition to iso squat with trunk rotation and arm extension. Start standing with your feet wider than shoulder width apart with the dumbbells in hand. Start by rotating your head and trunk to one side. Then extend your arms out away from your torso as you squat in unison. Return your arms down to your side and bring your hips up to stand at the same time as you rotate your trunk to perform exactly the same movement on the opposite side. Continue to alternate. Keep your back in neutral position throughout. Let's make this exercise more intense. Grab a heavier set of dumbbells if you can. With a heavier load in hand, perform the same trunk rotation and arm extension. Still looking good. Now get some water. No letting up now. Let's keep that body moving with abs bicycle. Start by lying on the floor. Let's intensify this exercise right from the start. Grab heavier dumbbells if you can. Hold them with bent elbows. Now, instead of bending your legs at the knee as you tuck them toward your torso, keep your legs straight. In this straight leg position, alternate straightened moving legs up and down as your elbows reach to touch same side knee in unison. Keep your back from arching throughout. Try it. With this straight-legged bicycle motion, your lower abdominals will be on fire. Good job. Okay, these are the last 2 movements. Visualize that body you've been working for and push yourself. Let's do forward lunge with chest press. Start in a standing position with the dumbbells in hand. Lunge your foot forward, then raise the dumbbells to your chest and press outward. Now, return your arms to your chest and to your side as you press the lunging foot back to the standing position at the same time. Keep your back in neutral. Keep your chest and head up throughout. Let's increase the intensity. Grab a heavier set of dumbbells if you can. Amazing job. Last movement. Let's finish strong with iso flex with side bend. Let's not waste any time and let's do the intense version right away. Start by grabbing a set of heavier dumbbells if you can. Start by holding your arms out at shoulder level at 90-degree angles. Now, with your feet in a wide stance position, squat lower than in circuit number 1. Hold the slightly lower squat position with your back in neutral position and your arms holding heavier dumbbells at 90 degrees. From this position, flex your upper body sideways and move your elbow toward the top of your thigh without losing the 90-degree angle hold. Then, bend your torso back to the starting position and repeat the movement to the opposite side. Continue to alternate from side to side. It's very important to keep your back from arching or hunching. Great job! Congratulations on finishing the exercise!